not allowed to send Joe emails anymore. He banned me because I'm so nervous when I'm with him and I don't say the things that I want to say or how he's making me feel bad or whatever, and then I lash out at him in emails. And then he's like, you're two-faced. No, actually, it's because it's all these things that I'm pent up and I want to be able to say to you in person. But the bottom line is, what I wrote here is, I'm ultra depressed over so many major things wrong with this house. Rage, depression, and fear combine to make for a lousy friendship. That's just the way it is. Too many things going on. And Joe's like, you don't need mold remediation in your basement. You can just spray vinegar or something. That's what he was insisting before. And also he says stuff and then denies it. But he was saying that. It's like, well, I want you to know all options. Yeah, well, I could get really sick just spraying vinegar. And if you won't take the time to read the mold report saying you have no time, then, that really hurts me because I'm not asking for hours like when you met with the basement water people, and that took hours each time. This would be half-hour tops of your time. You expect me to take your word over any given professional. The professional is going to say X, Y, and Z. The professional is going to insist that I need mold remediation, expensive, and I don't know that I can just get rid of the mold in my basement. Joe gave good suggestions for afterwards. I need a really good dehumidifier. I need a laundry tub installed. All this stuff. But to get rid of the mold in the first place, they always say don't do it yourself. Don't have it. It's not a do-it-yourself job. I don't know. And then the thing with the squirrel, there's too much going on. I finally have my washer and dryer that I hope works, and I'm afraid to even try it. Of course, they test it briefly, and it's from Lowe's, and Lowe's has this thing where I read online, they give you like just 48 hours to decide if you want something or not. You have to be real careful because there are people who've been burned where they purchase something and they're having their own person install it, and they don't realize you can't wait. You won't be able to return it. The window will close for return. So I got GE Compact to go in the closet. I could have done a whole bunch of different things in the basement to have washer dryer down there. And Joe's like, why don't you just do that? Then you can get a big one. Because I don't want to. Because my life is such, I don't want to be going down in that basement. I don't want to be doing it. I don't want to be leaving my mom. I already have to be slowly doing all the boxes because I get so much fucking food and stuff delivered here. And they came real early this morning. And Joe's going to be getting us, picking up a food order. We need food. I've never had to do that. We ran out of bananas is one thing, but having to put plain yogurt in my mom's coffee because we don't even have any milk left. That's not good. I had a whole thing of Califia Farms almond milk, organic, in the back of the fridge that I thought was a full one because when my mom was in the thing place and I was in person I stocked up because it wasn't going to expire for like 2 months. Well, I didn't realize that one was open. It had been pushed to the back, so that was rotten. So then we had no milk for a few days, and I'm afraid to use my washer and dryer. It's a GE Compact, and it has high reviews, different places, even out on Reddit. Somebody wrote, yeah, I really need a good compact, and somebody wrote, oh, I got this one. So that was like a first-hand thing, but it also has high reviews. And the guy was very pleased with his. I got the combination. When you get compact, because they don't make Joe's like, why don't you get Whirlpool? Whirlpool doesn't make compact, Joe. I'm very limited, the brands that make compact washers and dryers. These are compatible. They have high reviews. I didn't stack them. I have them side by side in the closet. And I wanted the convenience. It's there. It's a convenience to not have to go down to the basement. You see? It's a convenience. I'm not you, Joe. Going up and down my basement stairs and trying to carry laundry is a pain. And even when I've done it at your house, I've almost felt like I was going to fall. And, I just would rather have it up here if I can, even though I have to do more, there's a lot of problems with compact washers and dryers. They're hardly the same as full ones. But they at least came early. They had an 8 to 12 window, and they were here a little after 8, which is fantastic, way better than I'm going to wait for hours for them to come. I got my mom up, I took her to the bathroom, she wanted to, I'm like, you're trying to hide me away. Mom, she doesn't need to be meeting these people. She's hit on Comcast, Xfinity men who have come here. She's made snide comments about the electrician who was an older, much older man. She made, not to his face, but still. She hits on the younger ones. She wants them to do work that we're not having them do. And no, I don't. I did hide you away. You watch the movie, and I'm gonna make you breakfast, and that's it. So, but yeah, I'm depressed, rage, fear. What's gonna be next? Is this wash and dry gonna work, or is something gonna happen with it? Hopefully they'll be fine. And that doesn't just, I do get justifiably upset with Joe, but he never thinks that it's justifiable. And depression, rage, and fear combined, they make for a lousy friendship. I'm angry. I'm angry that I bought this fucking house in the first place. And then Joe's like, well, why don't you and your mom just go back? We're not going back. We are staying here. And I don't even foresee, you're so busy all the time. You're just busy. It doesn't matter if you're working part-time, doesn't matter, whatever you want to. You don't have enough time. You can't even take a small amount of time to do something really, really important for me, because if I have to go with any professional says, even if I get burned, likely I get burned as a woman, because professional men, when you're paying them and stuff, we repeated seeing it. We saw it with the adjuster, the one that helped me in the end, but he treated me like royal fucking dog shit the entire fucking time. He got me more money in the end, but he destroyed me. And then my so-called friend tried to hide some, he was bad, even though he was sorry about it afterwards. I never would have known. The evidence would have been hidden, okay? The evidence would have been all hidden. I never would have known. Just like I never would have known they were just putting my mom's meds in front of her with water and walking away. And if I hadn't gotten there early enough, your housekeeping swept up the evidence. I never would have known about that either. All I know is my mom isn't perfect, but she's better, way better now than she was in those final several days in there. And we don't know if she was actually taking her meds, getting her meds, what. We do know that staff was complaining to me, oh, your mom's acting up, whatever. I never imagined in a million years I'd find her fucking meds all over the floor. One med days beforehand. The day that she wound up staying up all night and sleeping the entire visit. I was there for a few hours. And then her meds all over the floor. How would I have known? I mean, every other place, even the lowest rated facilities, gave her meds in pudding or applesauce. You don't put in front of an deemed incompetent for a reason, resident, human being, person, and I watch her like a hawk. You don't do that and walk the fuck away. It's irresponsible. And then they're somebody who doesn't know me was like, can you tell me what you'd give for a rating for this place? Is your mom okay? First, yeah, my mom's doing fine. I was very tart, very just whatever. But in the end, hey, can you go and give us a rating? And I let her rip. Wrote a long text. I'm like, you don't want a rating from me, blah, 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 blah. This is what happened. Blah, 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 blah. Unexpected. Okay? She wasn't expecting that. Well, that's what you get for asking for a fucking rating, right? I was being very polite and very whatever until you wanted me to fucking rate your shitty facility that shouldn't even have high ratings in the first place.